Hi everyone, highlight of the fortnight of course, going down to Willy's milk bar. So this is the bucket I take my coins to the bank in, empty them all out. And I did that this morning. I went down to the milk bar and I just got Willy to throw them in here. That was it. So that's all it was this week, was $70 worth. So I've got $20 of 20s, which is really good. I like looking at 20s, and of course I like looking at ones. So 2s are alright, but you're looking mainly for colours there these days. The other ones, you find them, there's some hard ones in there, but anyhow, so $50 of ones and $20 of 20-cent pieces, all Australian coins. We'll get through them, and there's always something good from him, even this low amount. I'm hoping that the proof is in the pudding, that there's some good gear in here. So let's check him out. Well, out of that, I only kept one coin out of the $50 worth of ones, and this is a 2005, but it's not the Dancing Man, it's the Mob of Ruse, and I've kept it because it's in really nice condition. It's been hit. It's got bag marks or coin marks on it, but it hasn't been handled very much. It's actually started to patina up. It's gone that off gold colour. This is 4K, it's going to show everything, but by eye it's very nice. So this 2005, they made 5.7 million of these, which is a low mintage. So the 2005 Mob of Ruse is, well, the 5th lowest Mob of Ruse. You've got the 2020 at 330,000, if they're in circulation. I'm yet to find one. It could only be mint sets. Then you've got the 2016 changeover at 560,000, extremely hard to find. And they're second lowest, but if the 2020 isn't in circulation and only mint sets, that means the changeover 2016 Mob of Ruse will be the lowest at 560,000. Then third, you've got the elusive 2014 at 1 million, very hard to find again. And then fourth is the 2019 JRC at JC at 2.3 million. And then number 5 is this Mob of Ruse on the 2005. And apologies to all my videos that I've ever said in there about the two mules that are actually acknowledged by the mint, and that's the 2016 halfpenny, which is a mule with the Indian Anna coin. It was the obverse shows king and emperor on there, with an elephant hanging from the pocket, and those coins were meant for Indian coins, but they put it onto the Australian halfpenny because they minted our pennies 2016. And so they're a mule, very expensive, very hard to find. Somebody didn't find them till the 60s or something, I'm pretty sure, till they found out it was a mule. And then the other mule is the 2000, but this is also a mule. It's a recognised mule by the mint. I never counted in because of the mintage figure at 5.7 million. So what happened was 2005 was supposed to be the Dancing Man, which is this coin, and that's the Dancing Man. And so for 2005, that was supposed to be the only $1 being made right through the whole year for the whole run. But somebody in the mint mistakenly put the reverse Mob of Ruse that was there ready for the 2006 $1 coins. And so they ended up with a mule, and they knew what mules are going for and the hysteria over them. So they did an official mint run of those coins, and they did 5.7 million of them. But that is a mule. It's a 2006 Mob of Ruse reverse and the 2005 IRB QE2 obverse. So it is a mule, and it's a low mintage too, 5.7. It's coming in number 5 for the Mobberoo. So I've kept it because it's in really good nick. So look for that one, and definitely keep a couple of them on hand, eh? So 2005 Mobberoos. Mule. It's a mule. It's a recognised mule. So there's 3 mules in Australia. So sorry for everyone that never putting it down or mentioning it. I've grabbed them and put them away. I've talked about so many other coins. Just anyway. Now I'm telling you, look for them, keep them. Definitely 5.7, and they are a mule. So we'll get on to the 20 cents now. Okay, after checking that $20 of 20-cent pieces, I ended up with 1995, 50th year of the United Nations, and also a 2016 changeover, and these are both 4.5 mil each. So 1995 United Nations, 4.5 mil. I keep all of them, and you can upgrade as you go along, but you'll find now they're getting really hard to come across. So a page full of them looks pretty good in your plastic pocket page. I think 32 fit in there. And the 2016 changeover, which is really weird, that's 4.5 mil. 4.5 mil, the 50th anniversary of our currency and the 50th anniversary of the United Nations. How's that? So there's another series of things you can do too. There's connections that way. Mintage figure and the anniversaries. So that one is our only one that has the design on the obverse on the front. All the other coins of all the denominations, except for the 2016, all the other denomination coins of all the other years, all of their commemoratives are on the reverse side. So you got the Queen there. There's no Queen. Well, the Queen is there. There's her head there. So just like these, but they made it smaller. So that's the obverse, the front and front. And on the back of this is the design. And on the back of that one is the platypus. So yes, only the 2016 changeover have the commemorative design on the obverse side. So very good for them too. And then over here is varieties. They're the 2007 wide 7 variety. I have 2 of them, but they're not hard to come across. And so the leg here is wider than the thin 7 or the standard date. And the end of the 7 dips down into a roundish point rather than pointy. The O's on this are in the centre. If you look in the centre of them, not the outside, when you compare them to the thin 7, and you'll see these are oval, elliptical, whereas the thin 7 standard is more round in there, makes you round. And then the 2 on this one at the end is called the serif. So you got sans serif, which is no serif, and serif, which is a serif. That's what that is. This one is just up a little bit and into just a small round ball. It just looks like a duck. A duck tail, duck eggs, wide 7, and a point, well, not pointy, but a pointed round edge there to the 7. And the standard thin 7, the serif on that 2 goes up taller and it finishes in a square. So look for them. They're good to find, and you will find them, so no problems there. And this is another one that you'll find in your coins. I say get $20 worth of 20 cents and you'll find a Canadian minted 3.5 claw die variety 20-cent piece, and I've got one. But normally you could pick up two. So, you know, I say one every $10 you should get. But get 20 and you'll definitely get one. You always get one. Well, 99% of the time you do. Can't guarantee it. This being the Canadian minted 20-cent piece, it has a flat planchet. They use less pressure, so the queen sits on there nicely on the top of that field. And the bottom of the letters, most of the, well, the I, the T, the H at the bottom, the two I's here, the date ones, I and T, the same ones, have all got curved based letters. So as the top of the coin like that is curved, that's how the bottom of those letters are. They call it fishtail. That is what makes a Canadian coin, when you turn it over, a half claw. So flat planchet, curved base letters. I've got a video on this, so close up, just go and search my videos and you'll find the 1981 Canadian. And if you have a flat planchet and curved base letters, every single time you turn it over, you will have a half a claw on the very first claw there. And it's not a half, it's about 3/5. And it finishes in a nice bullet shape, and the field above it is completely clear. There's no spikes, no nothing. And that's what you find on the Canberra and the Welsh minted. You'll find it's die fill, and the claw might look like it's half, and it might look like it's, oh, it is really, but you get right in there with a 20 times and have a look in all the different angles with the light on it, and you'll see a tiny spike right in the middle following right up into that field, and that's the leftover. That's an extreme die fill. If it's not to that extreme, you'll see the outside of the claw, bit of claw that's missing. It's die fill, and that's an error. This is a mint mark. The other thing on these is the platypus nostrils. On the Canadian, the nostrils are bigger in size. They're more, let's say they're a round, pushed in, bigger, hollow dot. That's what's on the Canadian, and also on the Canberra, which doesn't have the half claw. If they are, they're a die fill. But they both have the same nostrils on the platypus, which is large, open, deep nostrils. The odd one out is the Welsh minted. And the Welsh minted, just like the Canberra on the obverse, they're concave because they use high pressures, and the bottom of their letters are all flat. They're not curved at all. So concave planchet, flat base letters, turn it over, any of these missing, and they're a die fill. But the Welsh 20 cents stands alone on its own. That the platypus on the Welsh minted 20 cents, the nostrils are looking like they're a little bit further apart, and they look like they've been poked in and moved, like an eye shape or a teardrop, but they look elongated and they're smaller. So small, elongated, teardrop nostrils on the reverse, and that is the Welsh. Large nostrils on the back is either Canadian or the Canberra, and the Canadian stands out with half claw, flat planchet, and curved base letters. The Canberra will be large nostrils, turn it over, be concave planchet, and flat base letters. And that's how you tell the difference. Not hard to find. Only going to be fine up to very good plus. The vast majority, that's what you're going to get in. And then on the occasions you'll get an extreme or up to almost uncirculated. So look for them. $20 worth, and you would get a Canadian 3.5 claw minted flat planchet curved base leathers. And if you want to collect all three, get the Welsh and the Canberra as well. Don't have to have claws missing, but get the Canberra and the Welsh for the trio that were made that year, the 3 different mints. So if you listen to what I said about the differences, you'll be able to collect a set of 3 there. So that's it for today. I've got a close-up video on the 2007 wide 7 date. Shows you all close-up how to identify it, the whole lot. So you can look at that one. And I've also got a close-up video on the 1981 Canadian 20 cent piece, 3.5 claws. So just put them in the search in my videos and you'll find them. So you can have a look at them. They're nice, really up close, and you'll see, and I'll explain to you what to look for. So anyway, thanks for that. Until my next noodle, bye bye for now.